Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a super hardcore 5-minute abs series. It is the perfect addition to your normal exercise routine and will really make your abs pop. So if you're ready to take on this challenge, roll out your mat and let's begin. Let's start off in tabletop to warm up our spine with some cat-cows. We'll start off by rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest up and dropping the belly to take an inhale through the nose. And then when we exhale through the mouth, we're engaging the core by pulling the belly button back to the spine and hollowing out the stomach. We'll do a couple more just like this. I just love warming up the spine before I work my core because I know that it brings me stronger results a lot faster. Let's start to neutralize the spine now. Stretching out long, we'll tuck both toes, and on our exhale, we'll hover the knees just a couple inches above the mat. With an inhale, we'll tap them down, and with an exhale, we'll lift back up, pulling the navel back towards the spine as we lift the knees, and hold the knees lifted on this next one. Let's draw right knee and then left knee into the chest before tapping both knees back down to the mat with an inhale. This way we can hollow out the belly as we exhale to draw knee in, and inhale to tap down. Let's keep going just like this for 6 more breaths. We inhale, tap the knees down, exhale, lift and draw in, inhale, stretch back down. Make sure that we have a slight bend in the elbow creases and our chest stays nice and lifted so we're not concave through the shoulders or collapsing in our chest. Let's do one more. And rest the knees down, cross the ankles behind you, and let's scoot back onto our glutes, coming to the center of the mat and then rippling the spine vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down to the mat. Now imprint your lower back down onto the mat and reach the arms overhead. With an exhale, we'll curl up, reaching the arms towards the hips, and with an inhale, we'll roll back vertebrae by vertebrae onto the mat. Exhale, curl up, and inhale, roll back. Let's add on from here. Lift the knees, stacking them on top of the hips, and exhale, curl up, inhale, roll back, just as you did before, holding those knees directly on top of our hip bones. And as we take this next curl up, we'll extend the right leg long. Hold your curl as you lift it straight on top of the hip, lower, and then bend it back to a 90-degree angle. We'll roll back and repeat that same series, only with our right leg to start. Syncing the movement with our breath, we exhale, lift, and inhale, lower that leg and roll the chest down to the mat. Let's just do 4 more of these on the right before we move on to the left side. And 3, 2, last one. Great job. Let's recenter with some simple curl-ups, holding those knees stacked on top of the hips. And with this next one, extend the left leg long, lift on top of the hips, and then exhale as you flex and lower and rest the head down on the mat. We'll do 6 more on the left side before we level this one up. Make sure that we have our shoulders pressed far down away from the ears even as we reach our arms overhead, and that we're hollowing out the belly by drawing the navel back towards the spine. We'll do 3, 2, and 1 more. Let's take a quick breath down on the mat before we start again. This time we'll exhale to curl up, extending both legs to a 45-degree angle. Lift the legs up to 90 degrees and then flex the feet, squeezing the heels together as we lower back to 45. When we inhale and roll the chest down to the mat, we draw the knees back on top of the hips so that we can exhale to lift and start again. We've got 5 more, so make sure that you're syncing your breath with your movement, and it will help you. Also, squeezing those legs together is so important, as it'll engage the deeper muscles in your core to help you curl up even higher. Let's just do 2 more. And with this last one, we'll hold our legs extended above our hips at the end and pump the arms, finishing off our core series with some Pilates 100. On our inhale, we'll lower the legs to about 45 degrees, and with our exhale, we'll lift back up. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Let's keep going like this 6 more times. This is your last exercise for this series, so really curl up as high as you can and sync your breath with that movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull that belly button back to the spine. These are your last 3, and 2, 1. Great job, everybody. Hug your knees into your chest, and then we'll extend each leg out long, resting them down on the mat. Let's stretch to release those muscles. Press up onto your forearms, and we'll pull the belly button back to the spine, lift the chest, and let the head hang behind you. Take a deep breath here, and we'll gently roll back down to the mat. Reach the arms overhead, and take one deep breath, stretching the toes and fingers for opposite directions before taking an inhale to roll up. Thank you so much for training your core with me today. I know it was hard, but you made it all the way through, and I can't wait to see you guys for my next workout.